Ever thought about getting your FFL? Ever read the internet? It's like reading WebMD. You have everything. Don't read the internet. So, as most of you know, by the way, we do have our FFL. It's coming in the mail. Everything's approved. We're good. Finally. It is a long process. There's a lot of paperwork, but I wanted to let everybody know kind of what the interview was like and what you can expect if you want to do this. So, number one, get on the ATF website, do some research. Talk to your city, your county. You have to have a business license. There's some other possible licenses that go along with this if you're going to be in business, and you can't have an FFL just because you want to save money on guns. They won't give you one for that. It has to be a business. Gunsmithing, gun sales, open a storefront, do it home-based, whatever you're doing. But after researching the internet on what the interview process was going to be like and what I could expect, it was quite frankly quite the opposite. Not a bad thing either. So an agent came to my house. We sat down. Very well met gentleman. Appreciated him very much, very much. So, it was, it's like drinking from a fire hose. It was like the amount of paperwork that he brought was like buying a house. It was, one page after another, and you go through every page. You're not going to remember everything that he or she says. There is too much. You have to take notes. You have to ask questions. They give you lots. They ask you, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions? I had a lot of questions, even about stuff he just said, because you're taking on so much information. All about hardbound books and how to record things and how not to record things. And, the agent that came to see me had information about, our particular rules in our county, in our state. They don't always talk to each other. They don't always mesh up very well. Sort of who trumps who and what can you get away with, what can't you get away with. Not that you're trying to get away with stuff, but and really all they want to do is give you the information so that you can be successful and not get yourself into any trouble. And they take it pretty seriously, as should you if you're getting an FFL. If you're going to go into any kind of a gun business or gunsmith business, Brownells has a really cool kit that you can buy. I'll link it below. And it comes with your hardbound books, your tags, all kinds of cool stuff. Lots of good stuff. So it was easier than trying to put a kit together myself, so I just bought that one. And they're like, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks or something. So anyways, it takes 2 to 3 hours for this interview to happen. And it's 2 to 3 hours of just information. At the end, everybody shakes hands. He was constantly asking, do you have any more questions? And I did too. As things pop into your head, you go, oh wait, but what about this, right? So, and he was, of course, happy to answer all that stuff for me, and did a very good job doing so. I still have questions, as you get out of the interview and you're, what did he say about this? And, if you didn't write it down, then you got to go back through the paperwork, try to find it, which in most cases I can. The coolest thing though, is he said, if you have any questions, don't assume you know the answer, call me. Just call me, right? And I thought, so if I have any questions about how to record something or certain procedures on how to go about stuff, yeah, absolutely, just call the agent. And he also gave me a piece of paper with every other agent and their contact information in our state. And so I thought that was cool. He says, if you can't get a hold of me, call somebody else. They'll have the answer. Call them. Don't just assume and make a mistake. Because when they come back, if they ever come back and do an audit on my books, and I will expect them to, if they're finding errors, even though I think I might be doing something right, did I call them and ask them? And, he says, just, let's do it right. If you have questions, just ask us. They're happy to answer that stuff. They are not out there to make you fail or make life harder. Granted, there's a lot of record keeping in this. But I think everybody, once you get the hang of it, you just kind of go through the motions. It'll be fine. But they are truly here. They're he outright said they are. He's all for the Second Amendment. People being able to own guns and purchase guns, and obviously not the criminals. And part of the record keeping is if they suspect they might be able to tie something to somebody. Did they ever bring something here to get worked on or modified or whatever? You know, when were they here? What did they have? I would have that information if it was pertinent to the case. And believe me, if there's somebody out there that shouldn't have a gun because they're, you know, a domestic abuser or a murderer or whatever, take it. It's yours. You know, go catch the guy. So, but I just thought this was kind of an important topic, just to say it was a very good, very pleasant interview. You know, there were some jokes. It was just good. A lot of information. Again, the hardest thing, it's like drinking from a fire hose. There is so much information. I do expect, I know for a fact that I will be calling this person and saying, I know we talked about this, but I couldn't write fast enough, you know. So anyways, I guess to sum this up, FFL's been approved. Paperwork's been turned into headquarters. I should be getting my license here in the mail a couple weeks, roughly. So anyways, that was really nice. So if anybody's thinking about going into business, worried about the FFL stuff, you know, don't sweat the interview. It was really cool. I really, truly appreciated this individual's time and his efforts that you know, he gave to me, that really did answer a lot of questions I did have, even though I have forgotten some. But I know he's just a phone call away. Hey, I know we talked about this. What's the deal? So other than that, the 6.5 Creedmoor is coming right along. I'll be posting a video of some updates on that probably right after this one. So as soon as I get some editing done, but it's coming along pretty nice. So can't wait to get that out and shoot it. Possibly as soon as next weekend, we'll be out at the range test firing this gun and seeing how she shoots. So I won't take your guys' time anymore, but if you're thinking about doing this for a business deal, again, you can't do it just to save money, but you know, don't let it worry you. It's, you know, unless you got something to hide, you probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'll keep it, try to keep this short, and you know, I'm burning through the time already. Okay, we'll catch up with another video real soon. Oh, and by the way, we reshot the intro. Madrona Video helped me out with that, and big shout out to Chris from Madrona. I thought it turned out pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of that, and if anybody wants some work done, if they're local, I will put Madrona Video's contact information below as well. So, or perhaps you could send him video clips. He can, all his editing software, he could maybe even stitch something together for you guys. So anyways, enough is enough. We'll see you soon.